Alright, so I figured I'm in the greenhouse doing some cleaning up. Even though it doesn't look like it, I am trying to get around and clean some things up so I can see what I actually have growing in here. So I figured I was in here and I figured I'd try the rhubarb and see what the rhubarb tastes like. Now, I have no idea when to actually pick this stuff and eat it. So I'm assuming I'll pick up some of these. You probably want to pick it when it's super fresh. It just snapped right over there. But you're probably going to want to pick it when it's super fresh and fully red. But I've been waiting for these to turn all the way red, and so far I'm not having any luck with it. So I'm just going to have to eat it like this, I guess. So this is what it looks like anyway. I just snapped it on the end, but it looks like this, and it's not fully red. I don't know if you're supposed to pick these and leave them out in the sun and let them ripen up a little bit more. I really don't know. But we're going to try to take a bite out of this raw and see what it tastes like raw, and I'll try and describe that flavor for you as best I could. And if you know anything about eating rhubarb and how you're supposed to eat it and stuff like that, I mean, comment below, let me know. I didn't actually do any Google search on it or anything, so not 100% sure on how to eat this. I know you cook with, you can cook it and make pies and stuff out of it, but not exactly sure how or if you can eat it raw. I know it's the stem part ain't poisonous, but every other part of the plant is. So let's get out of this area. And let's show you. That's the leaf, and here's the other part of the stem here. That's what it looks like on the inside. It's kind of hollow. It's got it's almost vascular on the inside. But we'll take a bite out of the top end, and I'll take a bite out of the lower end. All right? So let's give it a bite. All right, guys, here we are in the greenhouse, and we are doing something different. And I'm going to try and eat this rhubarb raw, or take a bite out of it anyway, and try to give you an idea of what it tastes like, at least in this stage. So if you know anything about rhubarb and you want to clue me into it, feel free to comment below and let me know how I'm supposed to actually eat this, or how you cook with it and everything. I don't know. I'm not a big rhubarb person, though I am getting to like it. But we're going to try it in this stage, and I'll try to describe the flavor to you the best way I could. And if you're experiencing the same thing with your rhubarb and it's not really turning red like it should be, it's kind of like still green and a little bit red on it, and I don't know, at some point you got to make the decision that when do you actually start eating this thing? Do I wait? It seems like every time I wait for the leaves to start turning red, they just kind of die off and lean down, and I got to prune the whole thing back now. But I figured I'd give it a try, and we'll see where we stand as far as sweetness and flavor goes. So let me bite the end of that off, and then we'll take a bite right out of the... It's a little woody, that bottom part. Let's try that part. Very tangy, like a lemon. Very lemony type tang on it. Wasn't very enjoyable. It wasn't bad, but very, very tangy. I guess it's very high in vitamin C or something, or I don't know. There's parts of this plant is poisonous, so I don't know enough about it to be too advantageous with it, but we'll take a bite off of this part up here. Man, that thing is tangy. That's I would equate this with being a lemon. It's very much the same as being a lemon. Is it supposed to taste that way? I don't think so. I think rhubarb is supposed to be sweet and supposed to have a kind of a rhubarb flavor. This is fully tangy. Maybe I'm eating it too late. I'm not picking the right size barbs, or not really sure, but I'm definitely not finishing this piece. Again, I figured I'd give it a try, let you know what my experience was with eating it at this stage of the game. It's supposed to turn red. I don't know. It's never turned red. It doesn't turn red outside. It doesn't turn red in my greenhouse. I'm growing it in like 3 spots in my yard. It's the same color, same thing. I mean, I don't know what to do to make it turn red, but maybe I got to buy a different variety. This is the Victoria rhubarb, by the way. So not really sure as to what else to say about it or how it grows or anything, but that's it. It's too tangy, and it's equivalent to eating a raw lemon. for at least in this stage right now, equivalent. There's absolutely, if I squeezed the juice with this and I squeezed the juice out of the lemon, you'd barely be able to tell the difference between a lemon and this thing. Other than the lemon does have kind of a lemony type flavor to it. This doesn't necessarily have a lemony flavor. It's just really tart and tangy, just like a lemon would be. So, all right. Anyway, I just figured I would share that with you, and look forward to seeing your comments. And if there's any input you could give me on this thing, feel free to comment below. Let me know what I should do with it, or how to bring up the flavor or something, when to pick it. I'm not really sure. I didn't Google it. But that's it. That was a quick review on the Victoria Rhubarb taste test. And like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Chico, what are you doing?